ore and stuff. It's definitely useful for me. Anyway. Okay, I like the scenario and the heist, but I would also like to be able to play the game. Thank you. I like Angus. Let's push back. What do we push back? Like, we've got everything we need. You have time until September for seasonal quests. Okay. I mean, true, but I need the things more than everyone else. I don't know if a list is really helpful, but more sappers? Maybe. Yeah, we'll keep the sappers. And we won't have you, though. Okay. Heist plus Angus looks good. Yeah. Oh, we start. But we're going to play the scenario to start.
Let him forth, Duan. You stand no chance.
And maybe... Because Angus is an elf, so that will trigger that.
I need a man like a wheel needs a wheelbarrow.
Who are you? Terror Crew Plunderer. Damage unit by 2. If it's allied, also boosts itself by 4. Okay, well that's done its job anyway. So we're going to play Angus. I suppose... Yeah, we'll play Angus. Because we will get Deadeyes immediately from it, I think. And they're already boosted. And then, yeah, heist next turn. Well, we won't be able to replay that immediately. They may just get rid of it. But we definitely want another one. And then maybe... Well, actually, Alyssa ruins the Waylay. No, not the Waylay. The Commando, doesn't it? You have strategy for save. Strategy for...
Demon!
When you say save... I mean, I should definitely be paying attention to what they're playing. If played next to a ship, spawn a base copy of self on this row. Well, they didn't play it next to a ship, did they? Stratagem boost by 5 in case Angus gets low power. Oh, boost. Oh, for the tactical advantage to boost Angus by 5. I mean, it could do. I always worry if you put it above 9 that you're asking for a Geralt to come and smack you. I mean, we're going to replay it now anyway. So that will put it back up to 9. I mean, 7.
That's what they call me.
What do we want to do? I mean, they've both done their thing. I'm still not sure about hitting pirates, so we'll just do that.
For the Daisy of the Valley!
And I haven't actually played a card. Right. I mean, I could flood again. Go on.
Blue Mountains!
But I should play this. Again, probably a terrible play. Purify. Cool. I was on the same page as you. I don't know if you typed it before I actually did it. I mean, if I was them, I'd be thinking about passing. I can see them thinking about it. There you go. In which case, there's no point me... Even though I did just purify, given I'm already on... I mean, I could play another card and dry round, and it would be okay. We play more and go into round 3. If I do that, then I'll play Alyssa as well. Except... So we'll do that. And we'll play Alyssa.
Death would be a mercy you do not deserve.
And we'll call that. Because we do want the number of Waylays in the deck itself. Ian Il 81. I apologize if I'm pronouncing that wrong, but thank you very much for your follow. Thanks for joining the stream. You could go down to 4 cards. Yes, definitely can. I don't know why. I think I just didn't see anything worth playing. We're gonna... If I pass immediately, it doesn't really matter. I mean, is there anything I could play? No. It's fine, we'll just pass. Yeah, it means I could play something else. But the, I wanted to keep the Purify for Vanadine.
Burn!
And they are... Is this just coming out because... I don't know. But anyway, they played 2 cards for some reason. Did they? I don't know. I don't know why they would do that. We want that in the deck. I mean, that's almost useful. Okay, we found Vanadine. We didn't find Venosiel, which is a bit of a shame. So we shall... What shall we do? Whenever your opponent plays a unit on the side of the battlefield, damage it by 1. I mean, that's annoying. I could get rid of that immediately. In fact, the fact that I haven't done that up to this point is maybe annoying because it's going to fill up my side with units. Move it. Oh, it's a melee thing. I always forget that. So Trickster would work.
Oh, dear. My pointy-eared clumsiness at it again.
Good idea. Thank you very much. He got rid of 2 cards to draw more next round. But if he had left it, he would have gained an extra mulligan. Like, if you go in with 9, do you not get, like, an extra redraw? Trickster is such a nice card, actually. It does quite a lot. I'm surprised. Well, it definitely works against decks where there's cards with particular rows they need to be on. They are playing the scenario, and we all know that we're going to heatwave that thing. Mulligan's not as worth as drawing cards. I mean, you're definitely going to heatwave it. I was just a bit confused about the rest of it. I mean, they have pulled out one of these things, which we could, if we wanted to, kill it now. Damage an enemy unit by 1 and infuse it with whenever this unit takes damage. Yeah, let's just... I don't have a use for it, so let's go 1, 2, 3, and bring this out. Ways to annoy your opponent. Get rid of the card that they like. Although that was just a free one with this scenario, but...
Cutting job you did there.
I think that's a compliment. So thank you. I think. I don't know. Mulligans are better for your deck because of Waylays. The opponent wants to draw more. Oh, okay. So there's a... It's the drawing... Oh, right, because was one of their cards a draw card? does the seagull make you draw? Give 3 pirates or ships in your hand 2 armor, which they have done now. And then they have an order to damage a unit by 1. Whenever you play a pirate or ship next to crash, it clashes with the lowest power enemy unit. That's fine, it might get rid of some of these things. They don't know they're actually helping me. Let's play our heist. Go on, get rid of some of my sentinels. No, just to get better cards from the deck. Okay. So that was the damage bit. And now he's going to play a pirate. And it's... whenever you play a pirate, damage a random enemy unit by 1. Damage unit by 2. So, okay, it had a deployability to damage something by 2. And then that was a pirate, so it did a clash with the other one. I think. Is what happened. Right, we're going to Vanadine. And...
This is our land, Dwarf. You're not welcome here.
Probably... Well, that's maybe more useful. Let's get rid of an archer and the bowman. And... Well, we can't replay that, can we? No. Not yet. Although I have just signaled to them that I want to replay it. I mean, if I want to be playing this, then maybe I should actually just play it. Leave archers for seagulls. Ah. Yes. Although again... Oh, these ones are doomed. So if they're doomed, it's fine. It's just when they deploy it, it does... damages 3 units by 1, then spawn a seagull in your graveyard for each target that is damaged or destroyed. So it's like they get lots of seagulls in the graveyard, and then they get the seagulls back. But when they're back and they have doomed, it's not a problem. Okay, well I have 1 archer, but I also have the Swordsmaster, so the Swordsmaster can also do 1 damage, so that's fine. Yeah, when they're doomed, they're fine to remove. But when it's not doomed, you don't want to remove it. But that's the seagull. That's probably why they played it on the previous round, because they wanted it in the graveyard so they could pull it out. Although it didn't do damage to something. Or they did damage themselves. Maybe they damaged themselves. Anyway, Dire Beast, units on this row and the opposite row can't be boosted. Berserk 7, effect only when power is equal to or lower than... That bear is not a problem for you. Because I'm not boosting, right? Anyway, we are going to replay Vanadine down here.
As you command,
and we're going to push back the 2 Waylays. And then we're going to bring out the sappers. Actually, no. We're going to, first of all, we're going to bring out the Swordmaster. And it's melee, right? Yes.
Let us sing the song of steel.
Because next time we'll bring out the Purify. Because at this moment they're probably thinking I'm not going to replay it. Or I mean, they probably know I'm going to replay it. But... he's definitely trying to kill it. He's definitely succeeded in killing it. But that's just an extra point to say that I shouldn't have purified it, because then it would have been a waste to purify. I think, that's what I'm trying to say. Okay. I mean, in terms of the actual units we have on the board, it's not looking so great. Because these are going to die in the next 2 turns. I mean, I could play a Waylay. Or I could play this and get 2 Elven Deadeyes down here. That's probably the best play. And then I should be replaying that instead. So let's do this. And that will kill that thing. And then that can... I don't know. It doesn't really matter because I don't want to kill one of those really. It's fine. I'll just do that. Doesn't really help. Or maybe it does because then I might be able to waylay it. The bear is a problem, sorry. Well, is there a way that I can get rid of it in one? Effects. Units. So these... Oh, they would have been boosted by Angus. And now it's only affecting... Okay. So I could replay this and do 3 damage to it, which will then make the cooldown go down, so I can do an extra damage, and then I can play Waylay and kill it. Is that the way to do it? Because that's 3, 6, 7. But unfortunately I won't get the boost because it won't count as a replay. It's fine. I'll try and do it. If it's wrong, it's wrong.
And great blood runs thick.
So I think that solved that problem. Maybe. He's going to want to get rid of that archer. I mean, this thing is doomed. How many waylays do we have? We have 5. So that's 15 damage that I can do to him at some point. Although he does have quite a bit of armor. Move an enemy unit to the other row. And give it bleeding. Okay, well we lost that archer, which is a bit of a shame. I don't have anything else that I can replay or purify. Do I Simless now to do the damage? Or do I wait because he may have things with less armor? Let's just do... Wait, now Simless later. Okay. I mean, yeah, there's nothing the Deadeyes can really do, though. They just sit there. Damage an enemy unit by 1, repeat until the target is damaged. Until the target's damaged. Purify one of these. If I purify it and then replay it, it will have more points. Is that why? I could purify one of those things, but purify doesn't get rid of armor. You need last say. Okay, well. I'm not quite sure why I didn't get the full boost. Is that maybe... I replayed it. Shouldn't that get the Angus boost? I need final say, but am I going to get 50 points? Has to be spawned. Okay.
You are no lunatic.
Right, so we're just going to damage... Remove unit's armor. Somehow, it was enough. Because it's... Oh, because they're all boosted. It really does make this Waylay spam a lot better. Because they were all... I mean, what did I do? I boosted them twice, did I? How many points did that gain me? 5 times... Were they 6 points in the end? So it's 30 points for the Deadeyes and minus 15 points for them. So it's a 45 point swing. it's definitely powerful. We did some kind of contract there. Complete 5 Geralt journey quests. Did we? So this is the other thing. You have this quest thing, and it doesn't tell me that there are journey quests. And to go to journey quests, I have to like go back out to here. Do I still have a boost on? I got lots of keys now. Getting rid of the bear one, despite what I said when it came down. Oh, the berserk thing. Possibly, yeah. I mean, I suppose it did in terms of the dead eyes at the end. How can I see the boost that I have remaining? Do I have any boost? Boost? Anyone? It just... I don't know. I don't know how one sees boost. Actually, I came in here... No, not in there. I went into Journey because it said there was a quest, right? So what is Geralt's quest? Bride of the Sea. No. No. Journey list. What quest is it on about? This thing? Quests? I don't know. Exclamation mark. Yeah. Boost. Oh, the summer cycle thing, maybe? No, I didn't complete any of these. Contract? No. It said you've completed a Geralt's journey quest. I don't know what a journey quest is. Maybe it doesn't matter. Let me just spend a few reward points. Oh no, we've finished with that bit for now, because we're going to go back and do this stuff. The bottom leftmost button. Okay, we'll come back to that in a second. So that's some ore, some scraps. Where's the next scroll? Like over there or over here? Let's go this way. So I could get some scraps from there. Or yes, let's go with scraps for now. Not enough. I was hoping to get to this thing, but I guess I could have counted. It's only another 9 away. What are people's feelings on... wait, you said exclamation mark. So bottom left. The bottom leftmost button. This one. I mean, this is journey. Ah, here we go. Well, it wasn't on the other menu, was it? Right, okay, so play 4 alchemy cards. And that says 2 bonus left for Ciri. Sure. Oh, that's the bug, I think. And also, I want to just see the other one. But to go see the other one, I have to journey list Geralt. Right, but then it doesn't tell me. I've still got 6 bonus stuff anyway. Apparently. How do people feel if we were to do some more kegs? I mean, I'm definitely going to open these 2. But do people want lots of kegs now, or are people more interested in games? I know at least one person's opinion. No, these are rotation weekly missions for journeys. Rotating. Yeah. The journey quests. Yeah, they're separate, but there's only one for all of them. Anyway, Train Hawk, we've got all these things. So our epic pick. Is this a new Ogroid? Goliath. Death Wish. Your opponent summons the highest power unit from their deck to the opposite row. Opponent summons the highest power unit from their deck to the opposite row. Why would you want... Oh, is it low provision? I suppose it's not very high provision. Let's go with that. Unless... I have seen people play Syndicate and play that thing. Let's go with this. Because I have more monsters... Well, I have a monsters deck, so I think this could be more useful.
Whack, bang, wow.
And... Devil's Puffball. Damage an enemy unit by 3. Death Blow, poison adjacent enemy units. I suppose if you're doing poison things, that could be useful. Boost unit by 6. So I don't know why you'd choose this over Parasite, but I suppose if you're not monsters, you don't have it. And also, it's a fewer provision cost. It's fine, I worked it out. These missions help advance in journeys and complete contracts. Okay. The, because you get extra, like, journey keys, I suppose.
Oh, shiny.
Which one of these is useful then? L, the vampire. On melee, will damage an enemy unit by 1. If it's bleeding, it will damage it by 3. Death blow, it will boost itself by the destroyed unit's base power. Is quite powerful. Although I don't play vampires, so maybe not. Shield is must have in Northern Realms Knights. Maiden Shield. Grace 8, spawn Bronwyn the Bold on the right. Oh, when you get to... How many provisions is this? 9. So you get Bronwyn the Bold, who isn't amazing, but also has his own Grace Order. Great deck. Yeah, I think I've seen a couple of people play it. Let's go with that one.
Such wow-wows not find no place, no how.
And I should make it. I mean, have you seen the amount of scraps I have? I have. This is what happened with the Elves deck. I was like, I should kind of start a new deck. And then I got a few cards for it, but not enough. Are there other Squire things that I want? Or do I just get ultimate kegs to just get random things? I guess I just go ultimate. Let's get a few. Let's go with 5. You got the most needed cards in the end. Northern Realms best faction. Gotta go. Have a nice weekend. Thank you very much for joining us this time, the F-Jams. Hopefully I'll see you again next week. We play Gwent every Friday if you're new watching. And yes, thank you very much again. But yeah, we are continuing right now. We're going to do some kegs and then we'll get right back into the action. In fact, we may swap back to the monsters deck for some of those quests, because why not? Just so that, you know, everyone can see the monsters deck. So we've got those things. Ban Ard Student, who has patience. What's patience? At the end of your turn, if order is not used, increase the card's specified value by 1 for the rest of the game. I guess they added in this keyword later, because there are some things where it says... Oh no, what? Well, you know, patience is just written out instead of it having the word patience. I don't know. Anyway. And the order by 0. Oh, it increases that thing by 0. I got it. Yeah, if not used, it gets stronger.
Raresies.
And the raresies. Practice makes perfect. I already have one of. So I mean, I could get a second one. Shuffle an allied bronze mage back into your deck. Then play a random bronze mage from your deck and boost it by 0. That seems a bit random. I know, let's go with that. So we've already got one of those. Redanian Knight, I've definitely seen people use, so it's good that we have that. I guess that's part of the Northern Realms Knight deck as well. Dancing Star, which is a bomb, damage an enemy unit by 3. Death blow, damage the unit to the right by 1 less. If it damages the... if it kills the unit, it damages the next unit, not your own unit. Because, oh, it wouldn't be next to your own unit. And the epic pick, well, we already have Momona and Vanadine, so I guess we're going with the Vader Makar. What does he do? On the melee row, increase all row effect durations by 1. Okay. And on the range row, will decrease all row effect durations by 1. If you control Scepter of Storms, increase or decrease the durations by 3 instead. Well, I don't know when that's useful, but maybe it is. Teleportation, reset an allied unit's power. If it's a bronze unit, replay it instead. Scapegoat is Syndicate, so I can't even work it out. Highwayman, when you play a bonded unit that you already control a copy of, summon self from your deck to your melee row. Oh right, a different, could be any bonded unit. And then expose move self to the top of your deck. How would this be exposed? Oh, it gets moved back to your deck. I see. Like you play it on the board. Give an allied unit vitality, sure.
Shiny.
And the shiny pick, I guess we're going to go with Johnny because we have the other two. And we have a legendary. But we'll get to that in a second. Centurion Spellweaver, damage unit by 1. Whenever you play a mage or spell, gain 1 charge. Crow's Eye Rhizome. Spawn 2 crows in allied row. If you control a druid, spawn 3 crows. Boat Builders. Give an allied unit 2 armor. If you control the ship, gain zeal. And the order is to give an allied unit 1 armor. And it has a cooldown. I see. The Noon Wraith I already have 2 of. Okay. So we already have the Great Oak, so we're not going to get that one. The Arrakis Queen I've definitely seen in some decks, so I assume that would be a good one to go for. The Arrakis Queen is very strong. Yeah, a lot of people have said that when I faced it. You know, when you're getting hit by this thing. I think I actually... Did I heatwave it or something? Maybe. Let's go with that. It fits closer to one of our existing decks, which is what we want. Also not so much. Wow. Good thing I didn't pick it. Angry Mob. Damage an enemy unit by 2. Boost self by 2. Conspiracy. What's Conspiracy? Trigger this ability if target unit has spying. So if this has spying, because it's boost self by 2. Oh no, damage an enemy unit, and then the conspiracy is on that thing. I'm so confused. It's Nilfgaard, so what do you expect? Anyway, we have loads of those. Siren we have had loads of in the past, and the same with the Half Elf Hunters. Spring Equinox. Boost an allied unit by 0. Increase the boost by 1 for each nature card other than your Spring Equinox in your starting deck. That or the Viper Witcher Mentor. If you hit a unit with spying, the card gets boosted. The card with spying would get boosted. I guess. The mob. This thing. Set the power of this card to match the provision cost of the top card in your opponent's deck. I mean, that's always high, isn't it? You're probably likely to get a decent return, maybe. Trying to set the power of this card to match the provision cost of the highest cost card in your opponent's deck instead. I mean, it sounds better than the other two. Yeah, this thing. Okay. Because that's the mob. Right. So we're going to go back. Equinox was the meta card before the latest patch. Oh. Is it still? Did I miss the trick there? So our Force of I don't know. Now it's the worst, but still useful. Okay. Yeah, maybe I should have picked it then. I want to see the deck. Let me see the deck, please. So just to show anyone who hasn't seen this deck. Oh yeah, awesome. We get some scraps. If you weren't here at the beginning of the stream, here's the monsters deck. In fact, I don't actually know which ones of these are Crimson Curse. None of the ones which I have, so maybe it's not even worth it. But it said to win with monsters, didn't it? That's one of my quests. Win 3 matches as faction monsters. So we're going to do that. That's the main thing we're here for. The other thing which could be done... Well, 20 humans from Crimson Curse is this guy. Boost 10 units using cards from Crimson Curse. Well, actually, we're probably not going to do that. Played 10 monster cards from Crimson Curse. Well, we're still not going to do that. Really? It's almost like it wants me to play a vampire deck. I don't know. 4 more kegs. Well, I feel like I need a game at this point, but we will probably come back to do more kegs later, because we do have the ore. We might as well do it later. I mean, soon. Don't worry. We will do it. So yeah, we're probably not going to get those, but we'll see if when we use this deck, if it's going to do anything. No, let's just... How do I get rid of this? Stop showing me these things. So yeah, the deck is a Thrive deck with the Force of Nature leader, Mana, Morvad, Heatwave, Yukon, Koshi, Naglfar, Scratchalot, Toad, Osril, Parasite, Dorogorai, and then a whole bunch of stuff which helps with thriving and doing stuff. And with that said, we are going to give it a go. If there is anyone who wants to play a monsters deck, because it's not finding anyone right this second. I think last stream when I don't know if it was rank 11, it was just taking a lot longer to find people. For some reason, I don't know. It has nothing to do with monsters, but maybe it has something to do with people who are noobs and who open kegs. Please share the 2 decks you used when you post this on YouTube. Yes, I will update it. Because I think in the latest one I did add the Force of I don't know deck. I haven't done it for the Squirtle deck just yet, which I suppose we've now made changes to. So I will maybe go and undo some of those changes. Right. Having played with the other deck, I'm now confused. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed the video, then please leave a like. And if you think you would enjoy more, then please subscribe, or even join me live on Twitch. Whilst it's cliche, all of these will help the channel. On screen is something carefully curated, or something the YouTube algorithm suggests, or maybe even both. In any case, have a great day.